middle of a lot of icebergs. The icebergs are so huge and there's so much detail all over them that have been carved out from the wind or from being under the water. It's just amazing.
So a big iceberg like this might live as long as 30 years, floating and making its way up the west coast of Greenland. And you see that fault that's coming down there. Maybe it's going to split there next time. That whole piece will fall off, and then the whole thing will have a different kind of center of gravity. The main glacier and feeding Icefjord is starting to ground out. And it may be that in the next 30, 20, 30, 40 years that it'll actually stop calving pieces of ice.
Just pulling into the harbor now of Ilulissat. The town's about 4,000 people. Big tourism town because of the icebergs that go out into the bay.
Unlike anything I have ever seen and ever thought I would see.
I'm taking it in. It's crazy.
I don't think you can describe it with words.
It's a scary feeling and it's a warm feeling, just because these are so big and we're so small, and people think that they're the biggest and the strongest on the planet. You know, I think people forget how big Mother Nature can really be.
I think this definitely leaves a much stronger impact at the students, with the students, as compared with sitting in a classroom someplace having a lecture, because they see, you know, their feet are on the ground here, they see the glacier, and they see, you know, what's happening and what has happened.
With global warming, we've been experiencing greater melt. Last few years we've been experiencing exceptionally warm summers, and as a result the ablation or the melting of the glacier of the Greenland ice cap has increased significantly. Now in turn that meltwater is percolating down through the glacial system and accumulating at the base of the glacier.
Now they say that this huge glacial field behind us is moving much faster because there's more water sort of getting through the glacier.
Unfortunately, those icebergs are going to disappear in a very short period of time.
That's like one of the great indicators of the changes that we're going through.
Used to have a pretty good ice cover in the bay every winter, but the last 10 years it's been more and more unstable and shorter periods with the ice. It gives some problems for the fishing industry especially, and the whole economy in a place like Ilulissat is based on the fishing, so it creates problems.
The amount of fresh water that's going to be introduced into the ocean will change the salinity. There's also sort of the various engines of currents that are going around, and they expect that will be affected as well.
A lot of the traditional culture could disappear too because of the change of climate.
The planet might be changing in itself, but we're having a significant impact. And I think it's important to take this impact into consideration, and that can only be done if, you know, individuals take action. And that way we can move forward and improve things. I'm happy to see that people care, you know, and they're asking, you know, interesting questions as to what the solutions might be to these complex challenges that we're facing.
After what I've seen today, the icebergs and now the Icefjord, I really don't want that natural landscape to be destroyed, and it just takes every single person counts. So I think I'm going to become a more environmentally responsible person.